Okay, this is the Battle of Gettysburg. This is needing to be worked on Monday, the 27th. And then please submit this on Tuesday. If you go to your slides, this right here, this on Tuesday, April 28th, please submit the Gettysburg Address and the Battle of Gettysburg. This is a real quick mini lesson. This is what you should have done on Monday the 27th. Okay. At the same time as Vicksburg, there was another major battle that was uh, taking place where they actually kind of collided into each other in Pennsylvania. Some say it was on accident as well too. Confederate Robert E. Lee was crossing into Pennsylvania in hope to kind of get a real quick victory in the North. And if he did this, this was going to hopefully gain support from the European nations and hopefully have them form alliances with. However, and also make the North want to kind of get out of the war. However, this never did, happened, and this is why it's called a turning point in the war. It's called a turning point because Lee was hoping to end this war by this victory in the North and get European support. However, that never happened, and so that's why it's called the turning point. That's in your questions, by the way. This was a 3-day battle. It was the bloodiest battle. The bloodiest single-day battle was Antietam. The bloodiest battle was the Battle of Gettysburg. This included 90,000 Northerners and 75,000 Southerners. Colonel Pickett, you also may have heard this, Pickett's last charge. Pickett basically took all of his men into the Union line and killed every one of them. Every one of them died. That's why it was called Colonel Pickett's last charge. The North, at the end of the battle, at the end of the 3-day siege, I know this is some disturbing images down here, but we're 23,000 men lost for the North and 28,000 men lost for the South. Just catastrophic casualties. And one of the main reasons for that is because of the Industrial Revolution. A lot of new weapons were being invented back then, and they didn't really know the capabilities of these new weapons. Some of the I have a poster in class where it shows some of the weapons that they used were way different than what they used in the American Revolution. Anyway, this was one of the reasons why they lost so many men, was because they underestimated the new weaponry that they had. At the end of the battle, the 3-day battle, Lee led his devastated army back to Virginia. They were defeated. This was a huge Union victory. Lee never ended up invading the North again as a result of this battle. And remember, most of the battles took place in the South. After the battle, Abraham Lincoln gave his inspirational Gettysburg Address, which only lasted a few minutes. Make sure that you watch Remember the Titans. It's a really good clip on the Gettysburg run that the football team did to Gettysburg in Pennsylvania. Please make sure you watch the Civil War in 4. The dates, and also a significant description and maps. Remember, this is called the Turning Point. Find some maps online. Gettysburg Address. It's not long. This is it right here. Please listen to it as Abraham Lincoln goes over his Gettysburg Address. This is one of the reasons why they say it is so short, was because there was actually a speech given at the battle prior to Lincoln giving his speech that lasted, I heard, up to 2 or 3 hours. It was a crazy long speech. And then Abraham Lincoln gets up there and does this quick little 50-second, whatever it is, minute or two speech, and that was it. But it was very, very inspirational that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Please listen to this, please. This is one of the most inspirational speeches that you will have heard. Okay. Answer these questions. Where did the battle take place? That would be Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. What was Lee hoping to gain from this? He was hoping to gain European support. And which side lost most casualties? That would be the South. And why was this considered the turning point? It was because Lee never invaded the North again, and European support never came. And the goal of Lee was to end the war, and that never happened. Insert an image. Wait, go down here. Insert an appropriate illustration from the Battle of Gettysburg. Please do not put a bunch of bodies. There are some very graphic pictures from this because cameras were invented back then at this time. So please make sure it's an appropriate picture. Insert an image of the Gettysburg Address here. You can take it from here if you want to, or whatever. Just get a picture of the battle or the Gettysburg Address. Which famous American document did Lincoln reference in the opening paragraph? That would be the Emancipation Proclamation. And the Constitution. Why have they all gathered at this location? Well, it was because of this catastrophic battle that took place. Why is this the unfinished work? It's the unfinished work because the war had not ended yet. But this is the goal of the Union was to bring the South back into the United States. And how does the living honor the dead? Well, the living honors the dead by obviously in remembrance of those that fought and show respect during this horrific battle. We do that through. He did that through speeches, memorials, that type of thing. That's how the living can honor the dead. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Make sure that you get this submitted on Tuesday, April 28th. On Tuesday, we will be discussing and going over, if you take a look real quick, at Sherman's March to the Sea, 1864. We are ending the war. This is Sherman. He is a force to be reckoned with. He is going to go down the South and destroy everything. We're going to do a real quick timeline of the battles that we've been over already, and the surrender at Appomattox Courthouse. That needs to be submitted on Wednesday, but we're going to go over this on Tuesday. Or you need to go over this on Tuesday. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Hope this was good and beneficial for you. I'll see you at the Hangouts.